babes, welcome to my channel. I am Maria, aka agapelovegirl. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today I am going to be doing a kind of get the look tutorial, but I'm not really going to be doing a lot of focus on the eyes. I've been a little bit under the weather lately, and just my face and my skin has not been the best. I've been neglecting my skincare just a little bit, and my face just feels dry and yucky. I have also been out in the sun quite a bit lately, swimming in our pool, so my skin's just like kind of a mess, and my eyes especially. So I don't really want to do a lot of focus on the eyes, so it's going to be a kind of simple look, focusing mostly on my face. As well, I do have some new products, or new to me products, that have been sent to me from mainly from Doll 10 Beauty and Ciate London, that I've gotten and really wanted to try. So I figured I'd just put together this quick and simple little bit of a chatty get ready with me, kind of get the look tutorial, if we want to call it that. So with all that said, let's go ahead and get into it. I do already have my brows done, as you guys can see, but I'm going to, before I do what I'm going to do on the eyes, which is still going to be pretty simple, I'm going to take care of my skin just a little bit. And what I'm going to be doing is using this, this is like a little roller bottle blend that I created with some essential oils and a carrier oil that I've been using a lot lately. This is what I have labeled Beautiful, for your most beautiful skin, your own skin, without all the makeup and things like that. But I put a little demo video of this up on my Instagram, so if you want to learn a little bit more about it and what's in it, I will link that below. But basically, this has a rosehip oil in it, geranium essential oil, melaleuca essential oil, and frankincense and lavender essential oils in it to kind of help my skin with some anti-aging and healing and all that kind of stuff. I've been really loving this blend lately. So I'm going to go ahead and apply that first and let it seep into my skin. I do like to make sure to rub any excess down my neck and onto my chest or décolleté area, because a lot of times we forget that area when it comes to skincare, but that is an area that can show your age, whether you realize it or not. So I always like to bring my anti-aging or my moisturizing skincare down my neck and onto my chest area. And then I'm actually gonna follow that up with a moisturizer, because my skin has just been, like I said, so dry lately, and I really love this. But this is the Clinique Moisture Surge Hydrator. This is my second bottle of this. I love it. You don't need much, so just a little bit, especially because I've already put that oil on. I really do not need much of this, but it's just gonna help give my skin that extra, you know, that extra quench of moisture to really help with the dryness I've been dealing with lately. Also got my water bottle here to keep myself hydrated. Oh my goodness, I need to not be sick anymore. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and move on to my eyes. Like I said, I'm gonna keep it really simple. Now, as you can tell, I do have a little bit of concealer already on my eyes from what I brought down from my brows, and what I'm gonna do is just set it really quick with the Cover FX Perfect Setting Powder. I'm just gonna go in very light-handedly with this under eye setting brush from Real Techniques. Doing that just helps to kind of even out the skin tone and make my eyelids not look so dark, not so messy, I guess I should say. And next, I'm just going to add a little bit of dimension by grabbing some of the bronzer I'm going to be using today. And today I'm going to be using the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores bronzer. I'm going to take some of that with this Smith 232 brush and just take that to the crease of my eye and just really softly smoke and diffuse it out, just to create a little bit of dimension on my eyes. Alright, and that's really it. I don't want to bring too much powder to my eyes because, as I said, they've been pretty dry lately, and adding powders, of course, is going to accentuate that dryness. So we're going to, like I said, we're keeping it real simple. I'm going to move on now to a liner. I'm going to be using this stamp liner from Lottie London. I've used this a couple of times in other videos. I really like this liner. This one specifically has a liner, felt liner tip on one side and then like a stamp on the other. I'm going to be using the stamps later in this video because I just think stamps are so fun. But I actually really love this liner for creating a nice wing liner. I've tried a lot of liner pens and liquid liners and things like that, and this one I just find I can create a wing liner pretty, you know, easy and good with it. So I'm sticking with that. So that's what I'm going to do, just really quickly create a wing liner. Alright, and that's it pretty much for the eyes. I like how the wing turned out. They're not perfect. I'm still learning with my wing. I'm not that great at it, but I feel like I'm getting better. So like I said, that's pretty much it for the eyes. I'm going to go ahead and move on to the face. Now I have some new face products from Doll 10 Beauty. I have 3 of their Hydrabalm foundation sticks, and I just thought it was really perfect because they're a Hydrabalm, so I assume they're going to be hydrating. I have not tried these at all yet. So I do have the shades light, medium, and tan, and because I have been out in the pool lately, I have gotten some more color to my skin. I do tend to get dark pretty fast in the summer. Yes, I do put on my sunscreen. Everyone needs to wear sunscreen, but I still, you know, will tan, and so I know for sure the light shade is not going to work for me. I think the medium might work, but it might be a little bit light for me. So what I think I'm going to do is maybe mix the tan shade with the medium shade, because I think the tan might work for me, but I'm going to probably just try both of them to get my perfect color. So I'm going to use those 2. As well, I was sent one of their brushes to use. This is the number 3 brush. As you can see, it is dual ended, and so I'm going to use this bigger kabuki, flat kabuki side to blend that foundation in. Alright, so that applied really well actually. I really like the finish. I'm not sure if you guys can tell, but it has a really nice radiant finish that's giving my skin like a nice glowy like sheen to it. It's really, really pretty. It's also very, very lightweight, literally no caking or settling anywhere. It blended in and blended, you know, into my skin really, really well. Doesn't feel heavy or cakey at all, which is really nice, especially for like a cream or stick foundation. And I think the coverage is nice. It's definitely not full coverage at all. I would say light to somewhat medium. I imagine this would probably be buildable if I wanted more coverage, but I'm really happy with it right now. You can definitely still see some of my blemishes showing through, but I mean, my skin looks better than it did without it, and I'm happy with this coverage. I think it looks really, really nice. It does feel a little bit tacky on my skin, so it is going to need to be set, which is kind of typical for most cream products, and I'm planning to set it anyways, but I really love how lightweight it is. I think it looks nice, it feels nice, so first impressions on this are really good. Alright, and next up for the eyes, I'm going to be using another Doll 10 product, and this is their Hydrabalm Precision Concealer, and I just think this is so neat. It actually has this triangle shape, which is, I'm assuming, why they call it their Precision Concealer. You could get right in here in the eyes. Also, it's interesting in the way that it clicks up like I don't know, like a pen, or you know, this kind of applicator where you push the bottom and the product clicks up. I think that's really neat. I've never seen that, I don't think, with the concealer. So I'm very, very intrigued to give this a try. I'm going to be using the shade Light, and I'm going to go ahead and use this for my under eye dark circles. Wow, that glided on so smoothly. I'm not sure how much I'm going to need, but we'll see. It feels so nice. And I actually do really like the the precision applicator. I think that's so awesome. Now I'm going to attempt to first blend it out with the other side of this number 3 brush, but I'm not sure if I'm going to like applying it that way, so I might, if I don't like that, switch to my Makeup Bullet finger sponge to blend that out. Okay, yeah, I'm just not loving this, so I'm gonna go ahead and switch to my Makeup Bullet. Okay, I like this a lot, but actually the light shade is really light, so I think it's too much of a stark contrast between the rest of my face, so I'm gonna go ahead and just take a little bit more down the center of my face just to kind of balance out that brightness. Alright, that looks a lot better, definitely a little bit more even out in my skin. And I really like this concealer. It's really, really nice. I love how emollient and hydrating it is. It goes on really smooth. I feel like it takes a little bit more work to blend out than with other, like a liquid concealer and things like that, but the result is really, really nice. So next up, I'm just gonna go ahead and set the rest of my face, starting with my under eyes first, and then diffusing some powder out to the rest of my face, and I'm going to be going back in with that Cover FX Perfect Setting Powder. I really don't want to use too much. I want to keep my face still really hydrated, and since my skin is pretty dry right now, I really don't need a ton of powder to accentuate the dryness, just enough to set this foundation and concealer in place. Alright, next up I'm going to be going into another product that is fairly new to me, but I have used it a couple times on my channel, and this is the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores bronzer. I've really been loving this bronzer lately. You guys know I prefer to use bronzers or warmer colors for my contour. I basically do bronzing and contouring all in one, and anyways, I just really like this. This one does have a little bit of a shimmer to it, but it's not like a glittery, like super like shimmery look. It's just like enough to give like a radiant glow to the skin, and I just really like it. But then again, what can I say? I'm a fan of almost every bronzer or contour product that IT Cosmetics comes out with, so it's no surprise that this one I ended up falling in love with as well. So anyways, just figured I'd say that. But also, I think I mentioned this the very first time I used this on camera, that I thought it might have a smell to it, like a coconutty scent to it, and then I thought maybe with my imagination, but this one, it definitely does have a little bit of a coconutty scent to it. It's quite lovely. I like it a lot. Whew, I just really love that warm glow this adds to the skin. Oh, I love it. Alright, next up for blush, I'm going to be using an oldie but a goodie, and this is the Milani Cosmetics Rose Blush in the shade Romantic Rose. I decided to use this because it is a matte blush, and I have a new highlight to try, so I wanted all the focus to be on that, because you guys know that normally I like my really shimmery blushes, but I really wanted to see what the highlight can do. So I'm going to be applying this with a duo fiber brush. This is one from Stilazzi. It is the small duo fiber powder brush, the S305. This brush just disperses the product so beautifully. It's just like a soft but still very pigmented application. I love it. Alright, now before we do move on to highlight, I'm going to be using another product from Ciate London. This is their Dewy Spritz Spray. And I haven't tried it yet before, but it looks like, look at the packaging. It looks so pretty. Oh my goodness. Okay, and here is what it looks like. Do you see? It almost looks like it looks kind of holographic-ish. So it's going to be a mixture of this and their highlighter that I'm using. So we'll see. Hopefully this has a good spray on it. I'm going to do a little test spray really quick. I would hate to spray my face and it like spits out at me. I'm pretty particular about my setting spray. So it does, I'm shaking it up because it does say to shake up really well. Oh my god, it looks so cool shaken up. I'm gonna have to show you guys an up close focus on how cool it looks. Alright, I'm just gonna do a little test spray. Oh, okay. The first one, oh, that smells so good. Anyways, the first ones were kind of a little bit spitty, but now it's got like a more fine mist. Ooh, I'm so excited. Alright, so that messed it out so beautifully. It felt so refreshing on my skin and it smells so good. I'm really excited about this. This is awesome. I wasn't sure if it was going to leave some kind of like sparkle or anything to my skin, but it doesn't look like it's leaving my skin like glittery or anything like that, which I kind of appreciate. Even though it looks like it's gonna have some kind of sparkle or sheen to it, it doesn't, but I still feel like my skin has this just glowy sheen to it, and I'm living for it. I think it feels so good. Dare I say I love this already. And just really quickly reading about it, because literally I know nothing about it. It's new to me, they sent it to me, and I just was like, I'm gonna try out these products today. But okay, so right now on the side of the box says skin hydrating, which amazing, that's what I need right now. Contains hyaluronic acid, which, okay, me saying I love it right away, I mean, I feel like, okay, it makes sense now because I love hyaluronic acid. It's such a great skincare ingredient. It's my favorite, actually. It also contains green tea extract, and it's oil-free. It says prep, prime, and set with Ciate London's Dewy Spritz. This luminous prime and set spray is enriched with hyaluronic acid and green tea extracts. Uses oil-free multitasking marvel before makeup to hydrate, prime, and illuminate skin to create a flawless base. And then you could also finish off your makeup routine with this spritz of this super fine weightless spray to set your makeup in place while adding a touch of magic with the unique blend of iridescent pearls for a subtle, natural, dewy glimmer. Okay, I'm in love. I am in love. I should have read it before and like prepped my face with it too, but I think just doing this is good enough. Like I said, I just had some products that were sent to me recently and I just wanted to give them a go. Usually I try to be a lot more prepared. I think you guys know that, but today I was just like, I've been not feeling well, and I'm just gonna sit down and film this with no prep. I apologize, but there is some information there. I'm excited. I love that. All right, let's move on. Okay, so moving on, I'm gonna be using, like I said, a highlight also from Ciate London. This is their Glow 2 highlighter, and I got the shade Stardust, and oh my goodness, this packaging is stunning. It's very, it feels very weighty, not like super heavy, but weighty, and just feels very, very luxe. The packaging is gorgeous. Oh my goodness. And then the imprint or embossing on the highlighter is stars, and it's just so beautiful. So I'm really excited to use it. I almost don't want to because it's so pretty, but I'm gonna use it, and I'm excited to use it, and we're gonna see how this glows on my face. Just a beautiful sheen of color. It's definitely a very vibrant highlight. One of those, you know, really poppin' highlights, but not like so crazy like seen from space. I think it's like a perfect in between. I am going to also just go ahead and take a pencil brush and pop a little bit of that to the inner corner of my eyes as well as my brow bone, just to give my eyes a little bit of lift. Okay, I am in awe slightly of how this is looking. I say slightly just because it's so dramatic, but like seriously, I'm loving the way my makeup is looking today. Maybe it's because I haven't done my makeup in almost a week because, like I said, I've been a little bit under the weather, a little bit sick, been avoiding putting stuff on my face. Oh my gosh though, I love it. I think this might become my new go-to summer routine. I don't know. But anyways, with my face and all the powders done with on my face, I'm going to go ahead and set my brows. I always like to do my brow gel last because if I do it first or before I'm done with powders, I get powders that tend to stick to my brows and it looks weird all day, so I always save that for last. But anyways, I'm going to go in with the It Cosmetics Brow Power Polmade. I love this stuff, you guys know, really keeps my brows in place. Also, for anybody curious, in case you don't already know, I'm using the It Cosmetics Brow Power Powder for my brows. Alright, now even though I'm keeping the eyes pretty simple, I am going to go ahead and pop on some lashes just to bring a little bit more dimension and oomph to this look. I'm also going to be doing a bright lipstick, so I just want to kind of have like more simple but still glamorous looking eyes, and then a pop of color on the lips. But I just want to mention really quick that I am going to be using this mascara from Ciate London also. This is their Wonderwand mascara. I like it. It has a nice hourglass shape, which I like. I've been using this for about a week or so. This is really the only product that I got in that package that I have tried before filming this video. And while I do think it's a really nice mascara, I have noticed that there does tend to be a little bit of flaking throughout the day with this mascara. So I don't like love it because of that. So that's a little warning for you, but I am going to demo it in this video. I also have another video that I demoed it in as well, and I will have that linked if you'd like to check it out, because in that video I only use this mascara so you could really see the full effect of the mascara, since I will be using falsies today. Alright, and now with my lashes on, I'm going to go ahead and move on to lips. And I'm super excited because today I'm going to be trying out the Ciate London Glitter Flip liquid lipstick. I have been wanting to try these for so long. I think they're so neat. For those who don't know, these are a matte liquid lipstick that once they dry down and go on your lips, you rub your lips together and they flip into a glitter lipstick, and they look so cool. I've been really wanting to try it, so really excited. This is the shade Trouble that I will be trying today. Ooh, this color is so vibrant and so pretty. It's gonna be such a perfect shade for summer. So I'm just gonna go ahead and let it dry down before really rubbing my lips together and seeing the glitter magically appear. It does say that it needs to dry down completely for 1 minute before you press your lips together. Okay, wow, this lipstick really worked. Oh my gosh, it's so cool. It has such a neat effect. There's definitely a lot more of the glittery color coming through on my bottom lip, so it's a little bit uneven, but I still think it looks really neat, really cool. I think that's really pretty. I love the gold sparkle to it. It's a really vibrant, pretty shade that I think is going to be so gorgeous for summer. Alright, so lastly, what I'm going to do is add a little bit of detailing to my face. I'm going to be going back in with that Lottie London stamp liner using this star stamp, and I'm going to place a few little stamps by my eye. I saw my friend do this with the 3 stamps, 3 star stamps in her eyes the other day, and I thought it looked so pretty, and I decided to copycat her. But anyways, and just think they're so fun to add a cute little stamp to your makeup look, especially one that's a little bit more simple like the one I'm wearing today. So I actually really love the way this look turned out. Like I said, there was a lot of new products to me here today, and I'm like pretty impressed by a lot of them. I really think that this look, this because I look so much more tan and bronze today and just a little bit glowy, it's a little bit more simple. A lot of really hydrating dewy products that I use today. I think this is going to be a really great kind of go-to or staple summer makeup routine for me, just because, especially with that Hydrabalm foundation and the concealer, it's just so hydrating and like a very lightweight formula that gives decent coverage. It's not the greatest coverage, but gives, for me, a coverage that I am comfortable with, and it feels really nice on the skin. And I think even for me, if I wear this out somewhere where I know I might be sweating or getting too hot, it gets so hot here in California, I might not even set it. I might just let it stay dewy. I actually don't mind something that's a little bit more dewy in the summer, because when I sweat, I find them to be a little bit more sweat proof, because they kind of just, you know, the sweat just rolls right off of it, if that makes sense. So it might be something I kind of go to without even setting it and things like that, because it was so lightweight. There was no creasing or caking in any of my fine lines or anything like that, so I'm pretty happy with it. And then that Dewy Spritz spray, I would say, was another really standout product to me. I'm so excited about this. I thought the glitter flip lipstick is super fun. I was actually really surprised by this color. I thought it was going to be a little bit more of a cool tone color, but it turned out to be a lot more. As you can see, there's gold shimmer that came out of it. That surprised me, but I think it's a really fun kind of like golden goddess summer look that I really like. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this kind of get ready with me or get the look tutorial for this very simple glowy bronze summer look that it turned out to be. And with all that being said, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, much love and hugs to you. Bye, beauty babes.